Penguin Random House Audio presents The Way of Leadership, Timeless Strategies for Success from Zen and Taoist Masters, translated by Thomas Cleary, read by David Warrilow and Michael O'Keefe.
According to an old story, a lord of ancient China once asked his physician, a member of a family of healers, which of them was the most skilled in the art. The physician, whose reputation was such that his name became synonymous with medical science in China, replied, "My eldest brother sees the spirit of sickness and removes it before it takes shape, so his name does not get out of the house. My elder brother cures sickness when it is still extremely minute, so his name does not get out of the neighborhood. As for me, I puncture veins, prescribe potions, and massage skin, so from time to time my name gets out and is heard among the lords." As in the story of the ancient healers, in Sun Tzu's philosophy, the peak efficiency of knowledge and strategy is to make conflict altogether unnecessary. To overcome others' armies without fighting is the best of skills. And like the story of the healers, Sun Tzu explains there are all grades of martial arts. The superior militarist foils enemies' plots. Next best is to ruin their alliances. Next after that is to attack their armed forces. Worst is to besiege their cities. The art of war has been known for 100 generations as the foremost classic of strategy. But perhaps its greatest wizardry lies in the ring of compassion that Master Sun slips over the head of every warrior who listens to this material. The commentaries in this translation are selected from a standard collection of 11 interpreters. Cao Cao, 155 to 200 CE. Meng Shi, Liang Dynasty, 502 to 556. Jia Lin, Tang Dynasty, 618 to 906. Li Tren, Tang Dynasty, 618 to 906. Du Yo, 735 to 812. Du Mu, 803 to 852. Jian Yu, Sung Dynasty, 960 to 1278. Mei Yao Chen, 1002 to 1060. Wang Shi, Sung Dynasty, early 11th century. Chung Hao, Sung Dynasty, early 12th century. And Huan Shi, Sung Dynasty. The commentaries in this translation, written over a period of nearly 1,000 years, have been selected not only to elucidate the original text, but also to illustrate the shifting of perspectives that the classic makes possible. Strategic Assessments. Master Sun. Military action is important to the nation. It is the ground of death and life, the path of survival and destruction, so it is imperative to examine it. Commentary. Military action is inauspicious. It is only considered important because it is a matter of life and death, and there is the possibility that it may be taken up lightly. Master Sun. Therefore measure in terms of 5 things. Use these assessments to make comparisons, and thus find out what the conditions are. The 5 things are the way, the weather, the terrain, the leadership, and discipline. Commentary. 5 things are to be assessed: the way, the weather, the lay of the land, the leadership, and discipline. These are to be assessed at headquarters. First, assess yourself and your opponent in terms of these 5 things, deciding who is superior. Then you can determine who is likely to prevail. Having determined this, only then should you mobilize your forces. Master Sun. The way means inducing the people to have the same aim as the leadership, so that they will share death and share life without fear of danger. Commentary. If the people are treated with benevolence, faithfulness, and justice, then they will be of one mind and will be glad to serve. The I Ching says, "Joyful in difficulty, the people forget about their death." Master Swan. The weather means the seasons. Commentary. In ancient times, many soldiers lost their fingers to frostbite on campaigns against the Huns, and many soldiers died of plague on campaigns against the southern tribes. This was because of carrying out operations in winter and summer. This is the meaning of the saying, "Don't go into another's territory at an unfavorable time." Master Swan. The terrain is to be assessed in terms of distance, difficulty or ease of travel, dimension, and safety. Commentary. In any military operation, it is important first to know the lay of the land. When you know the distance to be traveled, then you can plan whether to proceed directly or by a circuitous route. When you know the difficulty or ease of travel, then you can determine the advantages of infantry or mounted troops. When you know the dimensions of the area, then you can assess how many troops you need, many or few. When you know the relative safety of the terrain, then you can discern whether to do battle or disperse. Master Swan. Leadership is a matter of intelligence, trustworthiness, humaneness, courage, and sternness. Commentary. The way of the ancient kings was to consider humaneness foremost, while the martial artists considered intelligence foremost. This is because intelligence involves the ability to plan and to know when to change effectively. Trustworthiness means to make people sure of punishment or reward. Humaneness means love and compassion for people, being aware of their toils. Courage means to seize opportunities to make certain of victories without vacillation. Sternness means to establish discipline in the ranks by strict punishments. Reliance on intelligence alone results in rebelliousness. Exercise of humaneness alone results in weakness. Fixation on trust results in folly. Dependence on the strength of courage results in violence. Excessive sternness of command results in cruelty. When one has all five virtues together, each appropriate to its function, then one can be a military leader. Master Swan. Discipline means organization, chain of command, and logistics. Commentary. Organization means that troops must be grouped in a regulated manner. Chain of command means that there must be officers to keep the troops together and lead them. Logistics means overseeing supplies. Everyone has heard of these five things, but only those who deeply understand the principles of adaptation and impasse will win. Master Swan. Therefore, use these assessments for comparison to find out what the conditions are. That is to say, which political leadership has the way, which general has ability, who has the better climate and terrain, whose discipline is effective, whose troops are the stronger, whose officers and soldiers are the better trained, whose system of rewards and punishments is clearer. This is how you can know who will win. Commentary. The question regarding political leadership is, who is able to win the hearts of the people? Set up rules that are not to be broken. Do not fail to punish any offenders. When it comes to establishing rules and regulations, everyone, high and low, should be treated.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?